Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic, and I do have Dan's Adventures, also known as Dan's World rather, with me again today.
Hello.
So today is part 3, and I believe we are just going to do questing in Azuremyst Isle as far as I know.
That's what I understand.
Okay, because we got all of our crafting organized. I got my crafting organized with skinning and herbalism, got those ranked up a little bit, and basically I'm ready to level up and quest. I would be open to questing in other places than just Azuremyst Isle, of course, but I believe that is what we have up next. So a bunch of turn-ins, it looks like, to start.
Yep. And alternative.
And hello to Ivan Stainer, who was here before the stream started. As Dan said, there were some technical issues, I believe, with getting his headphones set up.
Yes, it's very annoying.
And I should point out, just again, because I am doing a co-op, y'all can let me know if there are any audio issues. If I need to adjust the volume of anybody, we can do that, but hopefully it still works like the first part. I had a lot of fun the first two parts in this little series leveling this Shaman. I know the Update 30 content in Lotro is exciting, and I'm excited to get to questing in Azanabalzar, but I'm actually excited to get back to playing this character, and it looks like I am level 10 already. When did that happen? These were more exciting turn-ins than I thought. Okay, so I'm probably going to go enhancement, but honestly the first two enhancement talents are not exciting at all to me. They're quite boring talents, actually.
We both might end up going enhancement, actually.
You might go enhancement?
Yeah.
Alright, I will get ancestral knowledge. Hello, Wano RM38? Could be Juano. Could also be Yuano. There are way too many ways to say a J that I never know with names I'm not familiar with. There are just way too many ways you can pronounce the letter J. So I think I need to repair, but I might have already done that and wasn't paying attention while I did it. So Ivan, you are doing your Lotro update, so you have time to watch. I hope you do enjoy the WoW content, especially the Burning Crusade Classic. I prefer this much more compared to the regular live WoW with Shadowlands and the such. Never really could find much enjoyment in both Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands, so that's one reason I've played so much Lotro the past year or so. Alright, so I do probably need to sell my stuff.
Are we gonna go back down south to Odysseus' Landing? We have 3 turn-ins there.
Probably would be a good idea, it sounds like then. I'm just clearing out, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I've gotten spoiled with the huge inventory space, but I still think it's good to clean out every once in a while.
I just want to be able to dual wield.
Yeah, dual wielding, if I remember correctly, level 40 is when you can get that talent.
Yeah. It requires 30 points of enhancement. So
you can get Storm Strike in the same row, but that means you'd have to wait for level 41. Unless you went the other way around. Wait, is Storm Strike? Storm Strike is different than I remember. That's not even a skill that directly does damage. I think in current WoW, and maybe even starting in Wrath of the Lich King, it required you to dual wield. But it looks like you could use that even with a two-handed weapon if you wanted. Okay, so we ready to head south? I think I did everything I needed. And we also have one quest left in the south, don't we? Or did we finish all that?
I think we finished it.
Okay,
I only have 2 quests. Murlocs, all that remains, and Ravager hides.
Okay. Yeah, I think what I was thinking, maybe there's an escort way down there that we just didn't get to or something like that.
Well, according to Questy, there is a quest. It's available on multiple different points, titled A Hearty Thanks, given to us by a Draenei youngling, who I assume we would have to escort safely to Odysseus' Landing or Azure Watch or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with that quest, actually. I'm not sure I ever did it, even. And by the way, for people in chat, do feel free to chat throughout this. Even though we are doing a duo stream, I believe Dan has the chat up as well.
Yep, I also have chat up.
So just because we're doing a duo stream, basically I wanted to point that out. Don't feel the need to be quiet, but sometimes people are just quiet and enjoy watching, and that is okay too. And I think that NPC got phased from something, because I used to have 2 quest turn-ins. Now she just wants to talk about being a night elf. And yes, Ivan, I have 7.16 thousand subscribers, which is like 7,160, something like that. I very recently got to that. But yeah, getting past 7,000, things are going quickly. It's kind of funny the way subscribers work. Sometimes, at least with YouTube, it goes through, it seems to be in a monthly period right now, where February for me was a really good month and March wasn't as great of a month. And then April, if I remember correctly, was a really good month, and May was not that great of a month, and then June, yet to see if it's a good month for my channel or not. But for some reason, YouTube seems to be working that way for me right now, where it's 1 month giving me a lot of views and subscribers, and 1 month not. Warlord Sriztiz. Sounds like a warlock.
It sounds
Hey,
like
Mistweaver.
Naga to me.
It does sound like a Naga as well. Sounds like a Naga warlock, actually. A lot of chickens here.
Ooh,
So,
Copperbane.
Mistweaver, you woke up and it's 1:26. I'm guessing 1:26 in the afternoon or in the middle of the night. I don't know. That's a weird time to wake up either way for me, but I would guess the afternoon maybe. But you got level 70, so congrats on that, and your epic flying mount. That's also exciting. That's probably if I actually played the Burning Crusade Outland content. Oh, I still didn't get. I was actually meant to get that questy out on, but that's okay. I have you here to follow.
Oh yeah. Follow me and I shall lead us to death.
Uh-oh.
Eh.
So it is actually 1:26 at night. That's a weird time to wake up, but that's normal for you then. That is okay. It's just weird to me if I was waking up at 1:26 a.m.
Where is this nomad?
So Ivan, you said you're never quiet, but then sometimes you are, and you sometimes just enjoy listening to my voice. I'm glad you can enjoy my voice. I feel like it's not the best quality voice, but people seem to like it for some reason. Oh, I didn't train my level 10 stuff.
Oh, neither did I.
Oh, I got the Totem quest, but I never actually trained Emberglade. So yeah, that totem's up to the north where we have the Ravagers. Did we get what we needed?
No.
Were we going the wrong way?
Find that gnome.
Oh, the gnome. We're on that quest. Okay. Yeah, doesn't he run around the beach a little bit?
Something like that.
That is why I have you here, because I would probably still be level 8 and running in circles in Azure Watch without you here.
Just doing absolutely nothing.
Yep, that is what I actually do in Lotro a lot. As people who watch my streams while I quest, there are a lot of times where I just run around doing nothing, going in circles and talking.
I need to get back into that and level up Fifth Jerk.
Ivan, I'm glad you want to give money. You don't have to give money, though. So leveling Fit Turk. What level is he? I forget again, but he's still not to Minas Morgul, though, as far as like going through content.
Yeah, he could go there, I think, because doesn't that sort of like 120 or something?
Yeah.
But I'm still doing the book quest leading up to it, because, you know, I'm trying to get all the trade points and all that stuff. But he's like 1 or 2 or 3 bars from 124.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about Lotro. You can easily level the content. Especially if you do all the stuff you're supposed to do, getting Virtue XP and getting your LI scrolls and all this such, going through the reputation for that, and going through all, especially at your level, the book quests mainly for trait points. That's, I guess, a big difference between WoW, at least Burning Crusade WoW, and Lotro to me. In WoW, I feel like leveling up is the main progression. And in Lotro, I feel like trait points is the main progression. At least for me, it's something I don't like quite as much about Lotro.
I wish they'd change how much stuff you had to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind, like, if it's just Virtue XP. To me, that's probably the most fun of all the systems they have. There's the gnome. He's been a little bit... I guess he's so short. Uh-oh, he's laughing. He is tiny.
Stop and escort directions, I told him. But no! It's interdimensional, he says. What can go wrong?
I couldn't quite hear your full joke. I just heard something about directions.
It was a terrible joke.
Okay, so Mistweaver, it's not normal for you to wake up at 1:26 a.m. and you said the reason is you were up until 7 a.m. yesterday. Oh, you were getting level 70. That makes a little bit of sense if you were on a weird sleep schedule. That's something I didn't really do stuff like that much, except for level 70 back in the day. I actually remember it. Because I've never been a person to stay up real late, as Dan here could attest to. Thinking I want the big two-handed sword. I need to get TSM update as well so I can see the vendor prices on those. But I just felt like getting the sword. Okay, where are we off to?
I think we should go to the west to kill Warlord Sristes and then go off to Silvermist Isle and finish all that remains and maybe do the Murloc quest while we're there.
That sounds good to me.
And then, assuming that finishes this little area, the southern area in Odysseus' Island and Silvermist Isle, then we can then go to Azure Watch, turn in stuff there, and then head up to Stovepine Hold, turn in the Murloc quest, and go do Ravagers and our Class quest.
Man, you got a plan.
Yeah.
I will follow you then. Oh, I was like, I thought we needed to go west. I have not found one herb yet today. I have them tracked, but somebody's picked all of them.
Already my 3rd or 4th copper vein.
So yeah, Mistweaver, when I originally got level 70 way back in the day, I was a big noob with WoW. So what I did was I grinded things to get level 70. I was just killing demons in that Shadow Moon Valley zone, which is a zone I wasn't a big fan of. But that is what I did to get level 70. And it kept feeling like I was so close, but I killed so many things that it just took a long time. And it was, for me at least, staying up real late to get that level.
Late as in like 9 o'clock.
I'm thinking late as in like 11 back then. That was so long ago though. I definitely can't remember the exact time, but that's just what I'm feeling right now, like it was. Now to me, if I stay up really late, I can get around 2 or 3 before I just get too tired. But usually I still go to bed way earlier. My normal has been probably closer 10 to 11, probably closer to 11 lately. But I guess as I'm getting older, I can stay up later. But the problem is, I can't really sleep in. So even if I stay up late like that, ooh, I can skin something at least. I'll just wake up early anyway. There are some herbs around here. I'm mostly worried about my herbalism rather than my skinning. Usually skinning is very easy to get up, especially if we quested in like Stranglethorn or something like that. Which, by the way, I guess do plan out. We don't really have to, I guess, specifically plan out the future, but there are so many different zones I would like to quest in. That's one of the good things about WoW is I like a lot of the questing, but for a single character, is there anywhere in particular you are interested in going in the near future?
I mean, we're probably gonna have to end up going everywhere just about, so it don't really matter to me.
Okay, one highlight would be Raven Hill and Duskwood. I don't know as a shaman though. That's more of a mage and paladin thing to me. Not that it wouldn't be fun as a shaman. I also do like Stranglethorn Vale.
Stranglethorn Vale is always a good one.
And then for 10 to 20, which we're already level 10, would you just want to do WoW Isle for that?
Yeah. Like I said in the last stream I was in, I never really did it.
Yeah, and
Except for, like one time.
I think I did it a little bit, and then went back and did it at a later time, like much later expansion. I don't know if the questing was ever changed or not. I feel like all the Burning Crusade and Lich King stuff never really got changed, actually. So what are we doing here? I'm just picking up Earthroot, to be honest.
I was grabbing a copper vein.
Okay.
But we are killing Warlord Sriztiz. That's a strange name.
Yeah. I'm used to simple names in Lotro like Azog. Till you get to actually talking about the Dwarvish names of places, then all hope is lost.
The easiest dwarf name is Moria.
Yeah, there's... these are new-ish characters. We started in part 1 of this series with brand new characters. The only help I've gotten from, actually from my level 5 character, he's the one that helped this one, is I bought myself a two-handed weapon and the netherweave bags. At least it turns out my level 60 mage was my most played character. That was a concern because you can look at your playtime in WoW, and a concern was that I actually spent more time on my bank alt than my level 60, but that did not turn out to be the case, thankfully. Although if I continued playing classic WoW and didn't really go back to Lotro, there was a good chance my bank alt would catch up. Actually, one of my more played characters could be my druid from AFK crafting.
Isn't your druid like level 46 or something?
I don't think 46, but around 40 if I remember correctly. I got her to 35 specifically for crafting, and then I went to hit 40 to get Moonkin. So is the evil Naga person in here?
40? Yeah.
I think it's part 3. I hope I numbered it part 3 in the title. I did. I didn't really have a good name to call this series, so I just called it Shaman. Straight to the point. Everybody knows it's a shaman, and that is what we were doing. I also realized I haven't had Rockbiter weapon on this whole time.
What a noob.
Alright, that all we needed?
Back up.
And also in the future, I don't know how easy it is to find groups, because I think this was something we discussed about, like, the whole people... The only time to find groups for instances was people boosting you, but finding, like, doing some dungeons as we level it if you'd be interested in that.
Yeah, I've seen a few for the lower level dungeons, but there's not many.
Okay.
Or there's, like, no boosts because everybody's doing Burning Crusade stuff.
Yeah, I'd be most interested. First of all, no boost runs. That would be the opposite of interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then I would be interested in doing at least each dungeon once. I don't know about repeatedly running the same dungeon over and over.
Can I have that patchwork cloak?
Sure. Do you actually need it as an upgrade, or?
I literally don't have a cloak.
Oh.
Oh,
Hold up. You get a ragged cloak, not a patchwork cloak.
thanks. Is this what you were wearing?
Yep.
Oh wait, I went that way for a reason. I need this copper.
Wow. I got a 75 crit. Weren't you just mining that copper? You already got 1 copper ore out of it.
I know, I wasn't. I saw your cloak and you looted one and I got really distracted by that.
This cloak is
Great
super
armor.
short. Like, I know these are short cloaks, but this one's like, I don't even know how it's a cloak.
It's shorter than mine.
It's
Yeah.
almost like, almost seems smaller than a bib, actually. Is there another copper ore up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering. This is probably a good cave for you.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is there aren't any herbs for me to get distracted by here. So Ivan,
This
you
is the
think I
last
should
one,
do
right?
a solo boss video or stream? You can't seem to find a lot of videos on YouTube about soloing bosses, so I actually occasionally do stuff like that in the background gameplay for some of my videos, but they're usually not dedicated videos towards soloing things. Something I used to do a little bit more way back in the day, but something like Louis Den, something I like to do sometimes is going up to tier 2, maybe tier 3, usually not tier 3, and doing like the 3-man solo. The Minas Morgul 3-man's Wildwood 3-man solo. And on tier 1 they're actually easy to do the 3-man solo. But then tier 2 provides a little bit of challenge. But outside of that, I usually don't do too much. Although that is one fun thing for me, and games in general, and Lotro included,
Going to the island.
is trying to solo group content. So you finally got a staff and got rid of your shield?
Yep. You should give me 1 stamina though.
Oh no. I have a feeling we're going to be very over-leveled, but I don't know if it's actually deceptive, because that's something back in the day that it also felt like, but definitely turned out to not be the case once you got going a little bit. And I think a problem with a zone like Westfall is the quests were a bit scattered about in terms of level, so you basically had to go to other places to quest and level, or just grind in the zone.
Yeah, I'd always do the first couple quests in Red Ridge, or not, oh, excuse me. The first few quests in Loch Nadan, then go to Westfall,
Uh-huh.
and then that would take me to about 16, 17 or so, and then I'd go back to Loch Nadan, and then Red Ridge.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good strategy. I did that on some of my characters. Darkshore was, of course, another option, but that was kind of a bit too far out. Speaking of Darkshore, one thing I was also interested with this character that I think it was Mistweaver who was helping me with that last night. Not last night, last stream, was getting the Darnassus reputation, Exalted reputation, to use as Sabretooth for my mount, because I'd rather that than a big fat Elec.
Yeah, me too.
But it sounds like level 50 or something like that is when you can turn in all the rune cloth to do that.
I mean, we can
So,
do quests.
we have to wait. I personally would rather just turn in the rune cloth than not, quest somewhere I don't want to quest. Just for that.
This is
But
an escort quest.
suggested players too. Perfect. This is the escort?
This is a escort.
I wonder if it's the escort. I just remember people talking in the general chat about an escort. The Silvermist Isle escort.
It's on the other end of the island.
So we
Oh
go
my
from
lord.
north to south of the island. At least it's not like the whole
Yeah.
Azuremyst Island. It's just this little Silvermist Island.
It'd be awful.
Especially at this pace.
Mm-hmm. What's that one chick from Lotro that nobody likes?
Sarah Oakheart?
Yeah. Maybe Magwin is the WoW version of that.
Maybe. The one I find annoying in Lotro is, probably because I've done it more, is the one in Barrow Downs. What is her name?
Lalia.
Yeah, Lalia.
I like that one.
You do?
Yeah. Because there's always way more. Hey, look, I got my own passport cloak. But there's always way more combat in her.
That is true. There's a lot of combat. In the combat, a lot of the things you kill would count for quests anyway.
And deeds.
And deeds. That's a big thing in Lotro, deed progress rather than quest progress sometimes. Hopefully this doesn't go too far away.
You better be careful.
It's for an Earth route, I think. I can't even find it. Yep, there should be an Earth route right here, but we all know I'm blind. There it is. Glitching Discord over my character icon, that is actually not glitching. That is so you all can see when I am talking and you all can see when Dan's World is talking. That is something that should technically display over Lotro, but it glitches in Lotro where it doesn't display. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we had to loot that item. Nice. I forgot that was a quest we had to do here. Do you want armor or do I want armor? I'll give you some armor. Oh yeah, the whole thing about level 10, it wasn't even training, but the rings you crafted us, I now have one more intellect and one more spirit.
Oh yeah, I gave you those.
But yeah, the
That's
priest...
what I did to catch up.
Oh. Yeah, the reason they're flickering a lot is because it activates every time we talk. And for me, when I type or click sometimes.
Oh man, there's 2 copper veins to our left and right. Where do I go? What? Screw it, I'm gonna go this way. Hopefully, I don't fail.
Oh, it was flickering like crazy? That was weird. I don't know what that was about, actually. There might be a way I can disable it. If it actually is annoying and people want it off, I can disable it. I just thought it would, since it works with WoW, I thought it would actually be helpful. Especially...
I failed it.
You failed the escort?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're gonna have to do this all over again.
I don't even want to do it. We're already almost level 11.
I don't mind waiting to do it, but I also agree about our level. I'd rather go somewhere... I feel like we're a little bit too over-leveled. I feel too OP right now.
The quests we have are all level 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were that on level. I feel like we're doing level 8 stuff right now for some reason. It's probably
I'm gonna go
because we're
ahead and
killing
abandon a cry for
level
help.
8 enemies. A cry for help.
That's the escort quest.
Do you want me to abandon it?
I don't care. You can if you want to.
Okay. Well, just to keep us on the same progress. Alright, I abandoned it. So are we done here?
Magman. Nope. We go down here to the docks, turn in Cowlin, and then make our way back up the western side of this isle, back around to Magwin, killing Murlocs along the way, and then we skip Magwin and go back over to Decius's Landing.
Alright, that sounds good. And then after that, we should be heading north and doing the still Pinehold stuff.
Yes. Hello. A Loon Lytro Path. See, we're already getting reputation with our nests.
Yeah, we actually are. Let's see, my reputation, if I can remember, it's not H, but can get there from H, it's U, I think. I have... Stormwind is slightly higher than Darnassus for me, and of course Exodar is the highest. Ironforge is slightly higher than Gnomergan Exiles, and after that one gnome, I feel like I shouldn't trust any gnomes. So what are we doing the little murlocs for?
Murlocs for the Still Pine Grain.
Okay. Oh, got an interrupt. I forget Earthshock interrupts, it's so nice.
Very early interrupt, it's always nice.
Yeah. Especially these murlocs trying to cast lightning bolts at me. I feel like they're essentially shamans.
Except they're casting Wrath.
Oh, was it Wrath? I didn't see the ability, I just saw the lightning animations.
Because you don't have,
And they have lightning shield.
add-on. Classic cast bars.
I can see the skill name when they cast it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. Uh-oh. Somebody aggroed me. Time to heal. I was going to actually sit down and eat some of my food, and I have tons of drinks. Oh, no need for that anymore.
Lucky.
How close are you to leveling?
Half a bar.
Okay, so you're not too far behind me. That was actually one concern I had because I had to kill so many things for skinning. So I would have out-leveled you quite a bit.
I looked at how many bars you had when you finished your stream and got roughly to the same point. I was slightly ahead of you, but now you're ahead of me because you had a little bit more rested XP.
Yeah, rested XP. So Ivan, you were wondering, what is a shaman? Are they like lightning mages or just mages in general? And I would say no to the last one. They're really more, how do you put this? Elemental, I guess? That's the name of the spec, but if you... Oh, there are so many parts of a shaman, I don't know where to begin. But they are either melee classes with enhancement, which is what I plan to go, or casters. They can also heal kind of like Runekeepers and Lotro. They're probably closest to Runekeeper and Lotro, or Runekeeper is the closest to Shaman and Lotro. But unlike the Runekeeper, they can melee, but with their melee it's not just about attacking with the weapon as strong as they can, something like a warrior. It's more of an elemental enhancement. They enhance their weapons, use earth shocks, stuff like that. And that is what enhancement does. And hello to Malithor. And yeah, people are explaining it way better than I. They are masters of the elements of nature, which would be earth, wind, fire, and water. I almost said there's the, you know, the Scooby-Doo and the witch's ghost and the hex girls and all that.
Yeah.
I almost said earth, wind, fire, and air instead of earth, wind, fire, and water because of that. I was actually thinking about watching a Scooby-Doo this evening.
I don't have any of the Scooby-Doo stuff. How do you guys watch it?
There is the Boomerang app, which is essentially like a Netflix type thing, streaming service, and that has it. And yeah, mages are more magical and shamans are more natural, naturistic. Do you mean do it as in watch Scooby-Doo this evening? That is true. Scooby-Doo is probably one of my favorite. I don't know. It's hard to call Scooby-Doo like a Scooby-Doo like a TV show because it is more of a franchise than anything. Because there are so many different series with Scooby-Doo, and they're all the different TV movies, even the live-action movies. So many different things going on with it. But unfortunately, it's not Lord of the Rings or the Warcraft universe or anything like that. For me, my favorite is probably Scooby-Doo. The reason I said Scooby-Shoo is because I was going to say Scooby-Doo show, but then I combined it into 2 words instead of 3 words.
Scooby-Dooby-Shoo, where are you? Is Scrappy-Doo in like the main like TV series, or is he like a movie side character?
He was a TV series side character that was added. I don't know exactly when, but it was after the first 3 main shows, I think. Scooby-Dum, as far as I know, was the first side Scooby. James, I have no idea how wind and air are fundamentally different. Wind is the motion of air, so perhaps motion?
You have all your still pine grains, right?
Yep. I have no idea how long ago. For all I know, we could have had that 30 minutes ago. Oops, I typed /play instead of follow.
Do you want to use our Hearthstone back to Azure Watch?
Oh, yes, we are far away. I feel like there's no better place to use it, actually. Actually, we could die.
Yeah, but
that's pretty close.
Well, we'll get 2-minute rest sickness.
Too late.
Too late.
I'm actually used to that strategy from Lotro because there are a lot of times when it's convenient to die. Do you need pearls for your jewelry crafting?
If you have some, yeah. Wait, pearls? I don't know.
The illustrious pearls? Well, I don't want them. You can have them. They're actually lustrous. I think I called them illustrious. I don't even remember what I said, actually.
Sure.
Okay, Shaman Trader, before I do anything, we are training. I could have had Flame Shock and Flame Tongue weapon the whole time. Do I want Flame Tongue or Rock Biter? Probably with a weapon like this. Rock
The
Biter.
slower it is, the more damage Flame Shock.
Perhaps Flame Tongue.
Does.
I don't know, I'll try Flame Tongue. It's new. Anyway. There's Flame Shock. So when is Flame Shock worth using? How many ticks does it have to get? Has to get quite a few, actually. And it costs more mana. Probably still use Earth Shock with how quick we kill things a lot of times. I also got Strength of Earth Totem. I didn't even know that. Unless I just got that. Just got it.
I'm jumping in this pond down here real quick.
Okay. For...
Copper.
Is it for... Okay. Just making sure it wasn't for a new quest.
And did you want to go ahead and go north, or do you want to go south and turn that quest in real quick?
It's up to you. I don't even know what quest we have to...
It's mostly my OCD, and I don't really know if there's any more quests down there.
Is that
what?
Warlord?
Yeah,
that's probably a good quest to turn in. I'll go ahead and start heading that way. So, Lewis, he said he used to play Restoration Shaman. It was a lot of fun healing. I would agree with that. Shaman is one of my favorite healers in WoW, including Burning Crusade that I played. Perhaps there was Restoration Druid as well, was a lot of fun, but I would say Shaman was probably my favorite. And then the Mistweaver Monk.
Really boring.
You thought Resto Shaman was boring?
I heard Resto Shaman is boring because all you do is spam chain heal.
Maybe. I meant more so Resto Shaman from Wrath of the Lich King. I don't think I ever healed in Burning Crusade. I actually like Flame Tongue weapon just for the fire sound effect anyway.
I'm gonna continue using Rockbiter weapon.
If I remember correctly, a strong hitting weapon, increasing the DPS on that with something like Rockbiter weapon is better than Flame Tongue weapon, but I don't think at this point it really matters too much.
Flame Tongue does an additional up to 13.8 additional fire damage based on the speed of the weapon, so it's all based on your speed of the weapon. And then Rockbiter is just flat out 4 DPS.
So Maluthor, you think Rockbiter would be better as well? That was actually from a long time ago, but yeah, people are getting the Shaman down a lot better than I was initially describing it. Elements are the key, and Elemental is a specless Shaman, but even Enhancement uses a lot of the elements and a lot of the elemental stuff. And I don't know if I have any good jokes. I don't believe I do. Yeah, Wind Fury. Wind Fury is the one, the enhancement that I'm excited for. Seems like Flame Tongue should be slightly better if we got at higher level than even rank 2 Rockbiter. I don't know. Let's see, I can actually see. Right now I do 13.5 DPS. That would bring it up to 17.5 like it says. But the damage it increases is slightly less than what Flame Tongue would do if it's at the max 13.8 additional. But perhaps the fire damage, I don't remember how resistances work. It probably really doesn't matter with mobs like these, but maybe that could come into play as well. What's brown and sticky? I agree, a stick is brown and sticky. Which is basically what my staff is at this point. There is an herb. I always have trouble finding these ones. I think it's a silver leaf, that would be why. I was not looking for a silver leaf for some reason. Well, my herbalism is up to 59. What is your mining at?
Way higher. It's at 70 now.
Okay, I never actually trained my herbalism, so I need to go to the trainer. I think I got to Azure Watch, or used my Hearthstone to get Azure Watch, but never actually trained it. Wow, actually ran into a gray enemy here. That was unexpected. I thought you were telling like an actual comment at first, Luis, which maybe you were somehow doing that still, but you said your wife woke up just now. She is dreaming and muttering about how she wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy. She's Tolkien in her sleep. Okay, so herbalism trainer. Somewhere around here. There's somebody who likes all the flowers and flower picking in this area. That one? No, that's a mage trainer. I might actually have to talk to one of these guards. Here he is, actually. He does not look like an herbalist to me, but that is okay. Okay, I'm ready to go north if you are.
Yeah. Holy
Although
moly.
I should probably sell. Just kidding, I was almost ready to go north.
Look, how do I do this prospecting thing? What is that? Prospecting.
Prospecting, is that was actually a thing back
Apparently.
during this. For some reason, I thought that was added later, but that's where you break down the ore and you get your jewels out of it, right?
Yeah. Ooh, malachite.
Nice. I used to save small eggs for something, but I don't think they're worth keeping. They're too small now. Also, don't think it's worth keeping that blacksmith recipe. It's going to be sad leaving the purple zone eventually. Got a nice pinkish purple haze going on.
Hmm? Who?
The zone.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like all my thumbnails look the same, all three of them. Just feel like they look the exact same though, because of it.
Oh, are you already heading north?
Yep. Wow, Mistweaver. Got married at the age of 5. That's not a good angle. The problem is to take a screenshot and jump at the same time. I have to move my hand that would regularly move the camera, the screen, with my mouse to my right hand to take these screenshots, so then I can't change it while trying to take a screenshot to get different angles. I feel like all my thumbnails though are just going to be this character running, because that's something you can do in WoW that you can't do in Lotro, is unsheath your weapon. In Lotro you have to get in combat to unsheath your weapon, even if you use a skill that, like on a champion, you use one of the AoE skills that you don't need a target for, you just do it without a weapon. We are heading straight for the Stillpine Hold, or are we going to the east and doing the Ravagers and Shaman quest?
Go to Stillpine Hold first.
Okay. I'm looking for some herbs along the way, but not finding any. Rough stone statue. That is a healing thing?
Yeah.
Interesting. I forget about all this jewel crafter stuff. Of course, all the crafting I did way back in the day was just gathering, so I never did jewel crafter. And I still think it's not something I have done. Oh, you have loot up here. That's unfortunate.
That's okay. I'm catching up. You have loot down here. I crafted both of us a necklace, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Two
What level?
agility.
What level is the necklace?
13.
Wow, that is not too bad. Are shoulder pads still 16, I want to say, for the lowest level one?
15.
Okay. I thought there was something lower than 16 actually, but I forgot what it was. Not that we'll be likely to get them at that level, but something to look out for in the future. And then, as in, you're not an engineer, you're a jewel crafter. I think engineers are the ones that can make the goggles, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm going backwards. It's because there are flowers in the middle of this field.
I've got a hide coming towards you.
Zap. Okay, so Ivan, I actually missed your joke. I don't know why, but I somehow missed it. I am sorry about that. I didn't intentionally not read your joke. So you asked, what would Gandalf have said if the Lord of the Rings played in a supermarket instead of Middle Earth? One ring to rule them all. That's pretty good. Are you getting some sort of copper?
Yes. Now I just need to get 4 copper ores. And I will be able to craft you one of these.
Wow, that Azuremyst Peacekeeper. She ran all the way from her pathway over there just to get this little growing vine. I feel like there are some sound effects that are a lot better in WoW compared to Lotro. Like the audio quality sometimes I feel like is better in Lotro, oddly enough, but the sound effects themselves, there are a lot of maybe magical ones because there's not that much magical stuff in Lotro and Lord of the Rings, of course. So I think I have a tendency to really like those, especially with a class like Shaman. Don't really get to hear much Shaman-like noises in Lotro. That was actually a good one. It was taking me a minute to catch up on everything going on with these jokes, but with me not reading Ivan's joke, then Mistweaver had a good one. The Ivan's jokes shall not pass. Because I just accidentally totally skipped over it. More quests. I guess these furbogs are familiar with shamans, and not shamans, murlocs, and how annoying they are.
Search, still playing hold for clues.
Okay, where are we going? I feel like we should be getting our fire totem pretty soon, but those are weird pants.
Head that way. So we'll go to the east coast of this little bit up here. Kill Ravagers along the way, go up and around Stillpine Hold to get Wildkins and search Stillpine Hold, and then boom. I presume we'd be going back to Stillpine Hold.
Nice. I don't remember where the Shaman Fire Totem quest goes. For some reason I was thinking Azuremyst Isle, but that could be totally off.
It's right up here.
Oh, I meant like a later part might go there, but
Oh.
I'm guessing I'm just misremembering on that anyway. Hello, Shagrath. And you said evening from Croatia, which I know is far away. But you are wondering how I like Classic so far, and so far, Burning Crusade Classic on this character's experience, which is basically my entire experience. I did a tiny bit of wandering around Outland on my mage, but that was just traveling from the Dark Portal to Shatrath. And unfortunately, I didn't encounter the Fell Reaver along the way, but I am definitely enjoying this character. It's something I was thinking about getting back to anyway, but there just wasn't that much content before Burning Crusade that I was super excited to do. And there are a couple things I like about what I am doing in the Burning Crusade Classic with this series. One is playing a shaman. Two is playing with Dan's World. As well, actually having somebody to play with. Because that is lately what I found to be most fun, actually playing with people. Especially a game like this. I feel like WoW is one of the better games to group up, even doing regular questing in. You can still make things a challenge pulling like 5 things at once, instead of pulling 2 things at once, which would be a good solo challenge. Hey, friendly elementals. I can only imagine if these were aggressive to all non-shamans how interesting of a place this would be. Temper. I wonder if he has much of a temper. Receive the...
Where those Wildkins are.
There's a ritual torch where they are?
Yeah, that's what we have to do for the Shaman quest.
Is it inside Stillpine Hold?
No, it's on the north side, on the other side of like a little mountain area.
Oh, so it's outside Stillpine Hold?
I think so.
I thought the quest said inside. It says inside.
It says
Stillpine Hold.
inside. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess the Wildkin are inside. Okay.
2 a.m. where you are, Shagrout. There was a time when everybody joining my streams was like 3 a.m. for them. Then it moved to 4 a.m. But now it seems like, probably because I'm varying up the times I stream, but now it seems like there's a lot of variety for people's times when I stream now. Wow, Ivan, you did a Lord of the Rings marathon where you ran 26 miles dressed as Gandalf. I'd imagine that would be a very tough marathon, though.
Thanks.
Yeah, you looked like you were bleeding there. Actually, if we're fighting more than one mob, that would be the time I could actually get some use out of that one skill, Flame Shock. Ooh,
Whoa.
we both roll a need? Looks
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're now OP.
With my 1 stamina and spirit.
That is also one thing I like about Burning Crusade, is little green armor like that with 2 whole stats makes you feel OP.
I feel 1,000 times stronger already.
So, we actually might want to work out what totems we're going to use. Do you want to use Strength of Earth or Stone Skin?
Wait, we have Strength of Earth totem?
Yep, I'll use Strength of Earth just because it's fun.
Okay.
For our regular Earth totems, that is. And we have Stoneclaw to stun them. Okay, so Lewis, you think the Dungeon Finder is a very good feature, and I would probably overall agree. I think there's some benefits and drawbacks to it, but it's a feature I do like. But I also don't mind searching for a group and actually going out on an adventure. It's just a little bit of a different feel. But I think it's something kind of like how the game over time, as people run things more and more, it almost becomes at a point more of an annoyance to go on that adventure running to the dungeon every time and having to form up a group and all that. But then it is also nice, like when regular vanilla classic WoW, it was something I did enjoy having to do that. I don't know about you, Dan. What do you think on that?
I much prefer traveling to the dungeons.
Okay, so you actually just in general prefer that? Wow, Ivan is going
do you want that
with
one?
a ton of...
You can have that one
It's
if you want.
actually a downgrade, but that is a weird looking robe. It's split in the middle. That's the way Drain Eyes be, though. I guess the Drain Eye a little bit above their waistline. Actually, that is their waistline more so. It is naturally heavily armored or something because none of their clothes cover it. Alright.
With some drinks.
Wow, I actually missed a lot of Ivan jokes. Okay, so what did Galadriel say to Celeborn when he asked her what her ring was called? Ninja business. I don't get that one all that much, to be honest.
That joke
Wrong
actually
shock.
continues on for like 4 lines. So
Oh, that's
3
the same
elven
joke
rings
that
of
is going
power-
on. Okay.
3 elven rings of power are called Nenya, Narya, and Vilya.
Okay.
Galadriel has Nenya, and Gandalf has Narya, and Elrond has Vilya.
There's our search still pine hold marker.
Yep. And it's not even there, it's inside Still Pine Hold.
Okay, so after Ninja business, Gandalf choked out, "Are you kidding me?" To which Elrond interjected, "Vilya, please be quiet." I like the last two the best. They seem to fit, especially the last one, maybe. I don't know what languages, maybe, or countries that people usually have the W sound like a V. But perhaps in those areas, yeah, I was thinking German was definitely one of those. Maybe the only one even. But it would work like that. Because they would just say Willia as Villia. I think, maybe at least.
If it was spelled Willia, it would be Villia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And welcome back, Miss Weaver. You missed a lot of Ivan jokes while you were gone. Okay, so there's actually some more. And Luis, I agree with you.
I don't know how many you need.
The 2 more. The benefit of the instance finder would be that you can quickly get into instances and the such. Uh-oh. I have no idea where you went.
I was getting mana.
Oh. I'd actually pay attention for a moment there. Also, I think I can skin those guys. And I need to loot them anyway. Yep, without you here to hold Ivan back, all the jokes were able to flood through. Which, speaking of, there's another one to get to. So, the director said, oh man, who's going to agree to play Frodo in the Lord of the Rings movies? Elijah would. Oh yeah, we still need some hides. Oh no, no, I left you.
Oh no, you guys have hides.
Okay, got all
You're
my
probably
hides.
swimming.
Did you get all yours, you said?
I still need 2.
Oh, I thought you said you were done already.
No, I wish I was done. Like my little rough stone statue.
Yep. It only
Okay.
heals you?
I guess so. Place a rough stone statue on the ground where it will heal you for a short time before its power fades.
Did it
Dang,
do much
healed me
healing?
for a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, it healed the rest of my health back up, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It held me for like 8 every second.
You got some loot over here, just so you don't miss it.
Oh, Ravager hide. I'm done.
You know, it's a perfect loot.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to Still Pine Hold.
Yep. And then we actually have 3 quests to do in there.
Running into a tree, just like all my worst deeds in Lotro.
I want some spaghetti again.
Actually sounds good to me. I think, yeah, that is what I ate for dinner. And what you ate for dinner. And it's what I ate for lunch.
For second dinner.
The good thing about spaghetti is it's a very convenient thing for leftovers. So I just take it into work for lunch. And then I also eat the leftovers for dinner. Although I think at this point, if I actually did want to eat spaghetti after this, I'd have to make more noodles. Alright, so Luis, thank you for joining the stream while you did, even if it wasn't a Lotro stream, which is where you were headed to do your last bit of quests in Mirkwood. I hope you enjoy that. Mirkwood is a fun place to me. It's a little bit spooky, a little bit of a different way. I feel like this place could be called spooky, but it doesn't quite feel like it. It's like if it were slightly different, it could be very spooky, but it's not that spooky of its own overall.
I didn't really like Northern Mirkwood all that much.
Northern Mirkwood? That wasn't
Yeah.
my favorite either. It was kind of
like-
annoying.
There were too
Like-
many invisible walls.
Yeah, that's something I felt like in especially newer zones in Lotro, there's a lot of invisible walls, and I remember all the clutter in Northern Mirkwood, making it feel like there were tons of invisible walls where there were gaps and things, but it was just so cluttery they just blocked you off. And it maybe didn't feel quite as spooky to me as regular Mirkwood, even though it seemed like it was supposed to be even spookier feeling, but it ended up feeling less spooky to me, oddly enough. It didn't feel quite as evil. I think that is what I'm trying to get to, not quite as evil feeling.
Yeah, it didn't feel that evil to me.
In Mirkwood, Southern Mirkwood now, felt really evil. And perhaps that was partially because there was a lot of the Dol Guldur, I think that's the name of that place in the Far East, with like Baird Guldur, Dungeons of Dol Guldur, all that stuff. Anyway, the whole necromancer and the tower stuff going on there.
I need a better weapon.
Yeah, I really like this weapon. I was just thinking, I have all this gold on my bank alt to spoil this character. I was just thinking maybe it's time for an upgrade, actually. We'll do that KFC. It's been a long time since I've had KFC. As some people might know, I am from Kentucky. So every time I see KFC, I think Kentucky because it stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Or at least it used to. There was something I thought a while back, I could be misremembering, but they actually changed it from standing for Kentucky Fried Chicken to just being KFC. Of course, it's still an acronym that goes to KFC, but like the name of the restaurant.
It tastes nasty.
I've heard people like their chicken sandwich. I'm not much of a sandwich person. Normally, I like the stuff that's in between, that's being sandwiched.
Their chicken
Between bread.
literally tastes like a bunch of grease.
That is probably true. That's one thing I don't like about fast food and even fried food in general is too much grease sometimes. Alright, anyway.
Somebody at work the other day, he made us make a new burger because the one that he had was too greasy.
Maybe shouldn't make such greasy burgers. Got Call of Fire done. Did you loot that mob? Yeah, you might have loot on it. Oh. The last time we had a rare item like that drop for both of us. Okay, so to go back to the comments, Lewis, he said Mirkwood reminds you a bit like Ingmar with the darkness, and yes, it's evil feeling like Ingmar.
What is that?
What?
Kirkin.
Oh, there's that thing, the Kirkin. Oh, that's a regular enemy, that's right. I think it's for a quest or something, maybe. I don't remember exactly. But we got a lot of jokes to go over. Okay, so first joke is, what did the drunken hobbit say to the... Wait. What did the drunken hobbit say when he bumped into the wizard? Saruman, I didn't see you there. Oh, fine, I'll help. I thought I was auto-attacking this whole time. I must have been like 2 inches too far away. It looks like you're mining the Kirkin.
Just banging my mining pick up against his head.
I mean, with his shoulder pads, it almost seemed reasonable. Are those collars? Or both? Looks like he has both shoulder pads and collars.
There's a quest here, apparently. Oh, this is Still Pine Hold. Search for Still Pine Hold.
We found Still Pine Hold, maybe.
Right, now we can go do all our turn-ins. Oh, snap!
Wasn't ready for that.
Neither was I.
I don't remember which one I hit, but I gotta get my flame shock value. Oh, dodges are the worst when they have that little health.
Oh no.
Like when they're one tiny poke away where you only need 10% of your damage anyway. Especially if you're using, I don't remember the slowest weapon speeds. 4.0 might have been the slowest, but something like 3.5 when you have a weapon that slow and don't have anything else to use.
I know. 4.0 is the slowest weapon speed, and I think there's only one weapon. In the
Is
game.
that the one from Oldemon? Or just the rare drop that can be in Oldemon?
I'm not sure.
That people use to twink level 39s?
Oh,
Anyway.
you're talking about that axe.
Yeah, I gotta get to
That's the PoE, I think.
Ivan's joke about KFC. I was excited to get to that one, and we didn't get to it yet. So, what do you call a Dark Lord that works at KFC? Lord of the Wings. Does KFC have wings? I'm not a big fan of wings usually. They don't have enough meat.
I'm not sure.
And people usually put gross sauce on wings.
I wouldn't go to KFC for traditional wings.
If
Oh,
I
wings
went to
in
KFC, it would be for the roasted chicken.
Oh, still find raiders.
They're going on a raid. Maybe they heard there's Hogger or something in there.
Oh, I bet they're gonna go kill Kirkin.
Kirkin?
A Kirkin is lurking.
Do you want to get our fire totem? Or do we have stuff to do in here
Let's just
still?
go kill
Oh, we have to
Kirkin.
get the Kirkin's hide anyway. I feel like he should be an elite and should be like Hogger, but I guess they
Yeah.
wanted the Draenei's to have a slightly easier experience.
Burning
I've-
Crusade, new changes.
Ivan, you don't have to stop. The problem is going a bit slow about actually getting to the jokes. So your third one on the list for me to get to is, what did Boromir say to the Rolling Stones? Have you not heard? One does not simply rock into Mordor. Okay, and then the last one is, why was it so hard to storm Sauron's lair? Because no matter how many you opened, there will always be one more door. I feel like the Kirkin is missing. There he is. I feel like I should be
Yeah.
able to skin him.
There is a copper
Those were
bin over
pretty
there.
good.
I'm not gonna go get it.
Let's see, my favorite of those set of the four is probably Saruman. I feel like it should be the KFC one, but that's only because I don't associate KFC with wings, unfortunately.
I work at a wing place, so I definitely don't.
Is there a copper ore?
Yeah, right up
Okay.
there. Resist! That's rude.
These guys look like they want to take back Stillpine Hold from all the Moonkins. Wow, Mistweaver, you have a level 70 and now you're 46 on your Shaman. You're at a fun point in the Shaman that I remember. So I honestly, from back in the day, I honestly don't remember Stormstrike not being something that dealt instant damage. Still looks like a fun skill to me. I actually like the enhancement aspect of it, but that is something I really thought it behaved like it did in Lich King and From Beyond, but I guess not. There's a monster called the Kraken, but that is the Kirkin. Almost on the line of copyright. They changed it up a little bit. They changed one letter and changed the positioning of two letters. Can get a Kirkin hide jerkin.
Oh. Well, that's gonna replace my current chest piece.
Oh, that one we battled and fought over.
Yeah, the one that made me 1,000 times stronger.
Yep.
Well, guess
Your
what?
days of reigning
This
OP,
trip, Yeah, my
they're over.
power is gonna be over 9,000.
So it is 2 free instant auto attacks. That's the way it works. Maybe I was misreading it this whole time. Let's see. Oh, it does say instantly attack with your both weapons. And then in addition to that, next 2 sources. I missed the first sentence on that actually. The instantly attack. So it still is an instant attack. The enhancement part just is on top. And yes, that is a way to get things like Wind Fury and Flame Tongue procs. If I remember correctly, the thing that I guess is optimal to do is Wind Fury on main hand and what's that thing called? Flame Tongue on offhand. Well, it looks like I won that one thing anyway. Also, I saved a shield for you, but then you stopped using a shield anyway. So, I don't know if you want it. It's got a strength and stamina.
Nah.
Also can equip your level 12 rings. Or 1 level 12 ring from you. Do I want intellect or spirit? That's actually a tough one, but I think I want intellect. I want that power. Were we ready? What are we doing?
Turning in our Call of Fire quest.
And why are we headed way over here? Or is that because this dude is way over
where we're
here?
turning in at.
That is right. We are going back to Temper.
We are level 12, dude.
You're going to need us to calm you down, Mistweeper, when you get level 50. Calm down your shamanistic rage. By the way, it is time when the sun is about to shine in my face. So might have to get closing my blinds some point soon. Which, speaking of, I don't know how long, Dan, you want to go with this today. Seems like we're wrapping up Azuremyst Isle nicely, but I'd be happy to continue more after this.
We'll see how my headsets are looking.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're on low battery. Okay, what do we have to do next?
I hope they would.
This is when we do more stuff. We do go to Silvermist Isle?
Yeah.
Well, did y'all hear the good news? I'm not completely crazy. Only a little bit crazy.
Oh no, you're definitely very crazy. Especially once we get into our first dungeon. Oh boy.
If they let me Shaman tank. Good old Frost Shock. That top right talent.
You might need to save that shield you got in your inventory.
Maybe. Actually, I'll just let you be the healer and you can heal me two-handed tanking as a shaman.
Oh my lord, you're gonna make me do that.
Well, I had 2 talent points I didn't spend, but they really are honestly so boring, the first row of enhancement.
Yeah, maximum mana.
Like, I think both things in Elemental I'd rather reducing the mana cost compared to increasing my max mana. Alright, there are some things to pick.
Finish those 5 points, it's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, after that, so did you end up going enhancement, by the way?
Yes.
But after that, even something like Lightning Shield, and of course improved Ghost Wolf, that's probably going to be quickly have points put into it. Prepare for level 20.
I'm probably gonna get 5 points in Thundering Strikes. Actually.
Before? I was thinking about that, but then I thought going ahead and getting an instant cast Ghost Wolf could be nice.
Yeah, instant cast Ghost Wolf would be nice, but we don't get Ghost Wolf till level 20, so we might as well put as many points in a Thundering Strike as we can.
Yeah, I think that would be 3, if I'm counting right. 3 in Thundering, then level 19 and 20 would be Ghost Wolf.
Yeah.
Either that or it's 4 in Thundering, then 2 more in Ghost Wolf. But then after that...
back into Thundering Strikes is where I would go.
Probably. Maybe.
Maybe even Shamanistic Focus and then into Thundering Strikes.
Yeah, be up between that and... I don't know if Enhancing Totem's only 8%, that's not quite that much. If it were more than 8%, maybe. Okay, Ivan, as we are running and my hobby of jumping and WoW will come to an end temporarily, go on this peaceful path and read some more Ivan jokes. Okay, so we are on wave 2 apparently. Oh no. Hopefully this one's not tougher than the first wave. So, why did they come out with a Lord of the Rings movie? The fans were baggins for it. Then what do you call a wizard who could hit a white ball with a club? Can-goth. Can-goth. That's close. Can-goth is close, but I feel like that's too different from Gandalf. Maybe. It's got a nice rhyme to it, at least. I hope we needed to head to Azure Watch. It's on the way at the very least, but I want to train. Fire Nova Totem, if only I had a fire totem. Am I crazy, or did I get my res? That seems very early to get a res, but I guess this game knows how dangerous we'll be.
Your res.
Healing Wave, rank 3.
Nova Purge, Ancestral, Healing Wave.
Any enhancement upgrades? Nope. Then there was something else, Fire Nova Totem, which we don't have our Fire Totem yet. And also got Purge. That'll be nice. It's only 16 mana too. Okay, we need to go Azuremyst Isle, right, for one of these two things. Oh, apparently you can use the Orb of Returning to go back to Temper, teleport back.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so there is both the Ashes and the Ritual Torch at the Isle. But yeah, that's not as bad as it maybe seemed like it was. Is there a copper ore down here?
Yeah.
Alright, I will start setting my trajectory towards, not Exodar, Azuremyst Isle. Okay, next up, I'm going to put you on follow when you get up here. We'll do one more joke, but I need to close my blinds. So the next joke was, what do you call a gangster hobbit? YOLO swaggins. I feel like I've heard one like that before. A lot of these I haven't heard anything like them before. Okay, putting you on follow. Be right back.
I'm not gonna kill Louis, but that would be funny.
That sure would. I'm back. By the way, I noticed your audio seems a little bit quiet. Nobody's commented on it, but I hope you haven't been way too quiet this whole time.
I've probably been just getting quieter and quieter.
Okay,
I'm
that's
getting
possible.
tired.
I turned you slightly up. Hopefully it doesn't cause issues. Can you actually follow somebody all the way into the water where you would drown? Oh,
yeah.
Thanks. Wow. I should try that some point. So Mistweaver, you were able to hear him before. That is good. That is one of the points, that you all can hear him. Where were we on jokes? We're on, what do you call a hobbit that eats junk food? Lord of the Onion Rings. If the junk food they eat includes onion rings, then maybe. I see a totem. That is a totem of Arc. Oh, I can't hear the game as much. Had to turn my volume down since I turned you up, but now I can't hear the game. I need to hear those good fire sound effects. Okay, so next joke is actually not from Ivan, but it's from Malithor. He asked, who do you call someone with horrible jokes? The answer is Ivan Stainer. Oh no. Some of them are good jokes. I feel like Wave 1 was a little bit better so far. Like, I'm honestly slightly disappointed with Wave 2, but maybe it's just setting me up for Wave 3 and it will really come in hard. For a brief moment there, I thought I got Wind Fury to proc, but it was just Wind Shock from one of these guys.
That would be awesome. Just some random Wind Fury out of the blue.
Because that's really one of the things I remember from my original Shaman and Burning Crusade was in Stranglethorn Vale getting Wind Fury procs and looking at the awesome animation for that, spell effect for that. Alright, next up we still have another joke to get to. Why are most hobbits good guys? Because they don't look down on people. That is true. They're always looking up to people for how they can be better.
I think you missed one.
Missed one.
You
What?
said a joke. Your mama's so old she knew Gandalf before he had a beard.
Where was that one?
It's the message retracted.
Oh, I actually
Lost
remembered
behind.
that. I was like, that sounded familiar. I thought I read it, but that is the message retracted one. Okay. Do you have some secret powers to unretract messages or something?
No, I just remembered it. I didn't know if you saw it.
I did see it, but I forgot it. I was like, I thought I saw something there. I didn't remember it.
That's why I said damn earlier. It was too aggressive. No. It's impossible to be too aggressive against a dude who doesn't even actually exist.
Wait, we're almost jumping in sync. I don't know why. I just jump in WoW all the time, and I don't do it in Lotro.
I always jump when I'm a night elf.
And maybe a
Flip,
Draenei.
flip, flip, flip.
Yeah,
And I don't do anything special. Theirs just looks different.
I look like goats jumping. Have you ever noticed how sharp the fingers are on the Draenei though? I only noticed that because of making thumbnails with like this character.
Oh man.
But they are scary actually.
They got those. They got some claws to them.
Like if anybody ever looks at my thumbnails in detail, you might see what I mean, but they're scary. That dude has like 2 health. There you go.
I missed.
That'll be the nice thing about dual wielding. When something has 2 health, you'll have a higher chance of one of your dual wield attacks to hit it.
Actually, I think technically your hit chance is worse if you have 2 dual wield items.
Yeah, your hit chance gets worse, but you'll be attacking a lot faster overall.
That's true.
I think that's something when you hit cap, you'll still miss with your auto attacks. But the point of hit capping is making sure all of your spells and abilities hit. Things like Storm Strike and the
Whoa!
important stuff.
Watch here.
Oh. Can't let him burn this earth root before I pick it up. Dang, you just killed them all on your own.
It was easy.
Alright, somebody just sent me a message on my Discord server. They should be asking that in the stream chat. The only reason I saw that pop up is because the overlay for Discord apparently puts messages up there as well.
Did you put... Did you loot it?
I need the ritual torch is all. But I also need this peace bloom.
Use that red bag in your inventory.
Well, that was easy. Are we ready to return then?
Yes. You can use your orb of returning.
That is instant cast. I expected it some sort of induction.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-oh. And just burnt something.
Hotcher Reborn.
Oh, he was reborning Hotcher.
Is there about to be some like RP?
With hit chance, Miss Weaver, what were you wondering if we didn't know? If the hit chance is worse with dual wielding? There he goes. Oh, we have another joke. Okay, so we got that done, right? No, we got a new quest. It's complete though, so we're ready to go to Azuremyst Isle. You want to go to Azuremyst Isle and then up to Exodar and then get headed towards Bloodmist?
Yeah, hold on, I'm doing my little RP session here real quick.
Okay, the Discord overlay, that is because it doesn't work in Lotro, and since that's the game I basically always play, I also don't think it goes in on Overwatch, but that's probably a good thing, if anything, to be honest. Actually, it does go in Overwatch. Those are like the only 3 games I've played the past year is Lotro, Overwatch, and WoW Burning Crusade Classic. I've also played Hearthstone occasionally, but that's more of a passive game. What are those called? Like toilet games? Something like that? Also, I don't know if people call them that anymore. That maybe used to be a thing. Although it's kind of hard to play a Hearthstone match that quick sometimes, but we'll save that for another time.
Don't play Hearthstone anymore.
Yeah, that game, I don't know, got more annoying as time went on. I like those good old days of I think the first expansion, Naxxramas, was probably my favorite era of Hearthstone.
My favorite era of Hearthstone was original Hearthstone.
Original, the classic.
Classic Hearthstone.
Which is actually a thing now.
Oh yeah, they did that. Yeah, still not really interested.
Yeah, I found that to actually be less exciting, because I tried it and all I played was Miracle Rogue, basically, because everything else seemed boring to me. It's a lot of skinning.
Mm-hmm.
And I only
Thank
got
you.
1 rank up out of all that. 2 rank ups, actually, I think. I'm up to 82 skinning, which is enough for a level 16 mob. And I think at this point it's actually enough for a level 18 mob. Yeah, Hearthstone is...
76 mining now.
Okay. That's not bad. So level 20 zones, or 10 to 20 zones... I actually forget. It's been too long since I've mined somehow. But 10, what level does that require?
Huh?
What rank does 10 require? Also, I'm working my
10?
way back to the road slowly.
Like 65 or something.
Okay, so you have enough for that. Probably picked a bad route to go. We could have just ran to the road and probably been there by now.
I'm halfway there.
Okay, I believe I am now on track. But yeah, Hearthstone is definitely not a game for everybody. I enjoyed it at first. But to me, it's also a little bit too passive sometimes. I like the passiveness of it because sometimes I like to play a game while I eat, and it is a good game for that, but otherwise, as like a primary game where I actively want to play something, it's not really a good game for that to me. But anyway, I think the whole point about the Discord message overlay is Lotro is a game where that does not work, so I'm not used to it actually ever coming up. Oh, do we have to go to Exodar anyway for the Shaman quest?
Yeah.
That is actually kind of convenient. I have to see while I'm waiting on you. Earthshock and Lightning Bolt, we get both of those at level 14. Yeah, level 14 is pretty exciting just because of those two to me. I always got excited with level 16 on a mage because of Flame Strike, even if it wasn't like that commonly used. It was just fun to have. Rockbiter weapon, we get that at level 16, which might be time for me to replace Flame Tongue. It's probably already worth replacing Flame Tongue, but I also think level 20, if I remember correctly, when we were looking earlier, that's when you get some exciting stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Frostband weapon does a lot of damage, it looks like, at level 20. A lot of stuff at level 30. There's 4 enhancement things at level 30. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start heading to Exodar. If you were done? Oh, I thought you were done. Just taking a break.
Done. You can go ahead and go. I won't be too far behind.
Alright, I will look one more time at level 20 stuff. So Frostband Ghost Wolf, that is going to be one of the interesting things, of course, at level 20. Another Lightning Searing Totem, that is rank 2, so we would have already had that by then. Do we actually already have Searing Totem?
Nope. I think that's the reward at the end.
I was wondering why we got Fire Nova Totem before Searing Totem, but I think I agree with that. Okay, so next up, we have to get back to the Ivan jokes as we start heading towards Exodar, the giant purple crystal place. Because I don't know what else to call it. So, what did Frodo say when he saw the trees dancing? That's entertainment. That's pretty good.
Now that's entertainment.
Exactly. And then the next one is, I hear that Legolas from the Lord of the Rings has an older brother, but he died before Legolas was born. His name was Gotta get my tongue correct on that one, because I'm not used to saying this letter after that. So, Lego first. If it's so, Legolas, as far as I know, the better way to pronounce it would be more like Legolas, maybe? Which sounds a little bit closer to last. But if there were just a T after the name, that would be a lot better. I like the idea there, but I feel like Legolas is just a little bit too far off. Oh no, trade chat is coming.
Uh-oh. Trade chat.
Oh no, Mistweaver's Legolas. Hold up, I still mispronounced that slightly. Legolas. Here's the Elk Breeder. These things are actually tiny looking, to be honest.
Lieutenant Mist.
Maybe I'm too used to the giant amounts they have in WoW now. The Elks actually look tiny after that. So you can get riding at level 30, that is just crazy to me. I don't remember that from Burning Crusade, but yeah, Journeyman riding, as long as I don't spend a couple thousand gold, I should be good on both of those.
31 gold. So you need 40 gold to be able to ride your very first mount.
What did it used to be? Closer to 100 pre-reputation discount,
Yeah.
right?
It was 100 before any reputations or PvP ranks, and then if you were honored, it was decreased by 10%, so it'd be 90,
Okay.
and then rank 3 in PvP would get you down to 80.
Oh,
80
nice.
gold.
I remember my biggest focus actually was making enough gold for that, and then I think I made way more than I needed by the time I got level 40 anyway. hope I have enough gold for this character, depending how long it takes us to get, like, whatever levels. I just hope I have enough gold for this character to train for everything where I don't have to spend that much time. I don't know farming up gold, but if you consider looking at a bunch of UI panels farming, then farming up gold. Do you know where to go here, by the way? I might actually visit the city less than Darnassus.
The Vault of Lights.
I was thinking the Crystal Hall maybe for some reason, but we'll go to the Vault of Light. Here's the rep guy, which I don't care about. All I care about is the one in Darnassus, because I want a tiger to ride. Somebody gave me Blessing of Wisdom. Oh no, I want a Blessing of Strength. I'll still thank them. I don't have a buff to give them, unfortunately. Blessing of Wisdom isn't bad, but helps with the mana regen. There's some demons over there. Good thing they're just holograms. Am I going the right way? I feel like I need to go up.
Yeah.
Basically.
You need to go up.
I was actually on autopilot somehow to going up.
Then I actually need to visit the Trader's Tier.
Trader's Tier. Is that for jewel crafting?
Yeah.
Alright, so next joke is already ready. So Ivan Stainer went to see their doctor today about a problem. They keep reading Lord of the Rings over and over again. She told me not to worry, it's just Force of Hobbit.
Where are you going?
You said go up. I think I went up the wrong way though.
Yeah, you went up the wrong way.
I was like, I don't remember this looking like this, but I'll just keep going
go to
up.
the other side. You see on
Yeah.
the opposite of the platform that blue coat of arms worse on Ghost dude is at.
Yeah, that looks like, I don't even know if that's where I need to go, but that looks like where I need to go. Right, you can see through this floor. Oh, he actually has this question mark. That is where I was
he's right
envisioning.
there.
This whole time I was envisioning that location. I was like, this does not seem familiar, but I'll keep going up. Oh well, that gives you time to do your jewel crafting. We were just having some fun exploring while reading some Hobbit jokes.
There's a couple of summoning portals here.
Really?
Summoning tones. Yeah.
Is there an unknown raid in Exeter?
Maybe they were preparing to use that for Warlords of Draenor or Legion or whatever it was.
Like 5 expansions later or whatever?
Yeah. Because there was like a quest or something from Shadow Moon Valley that sent you here.
Alright, where is... So Crystal Hall is where the Shaman was. That's why I felt like I needed to go there. That was that other quest about Alex, which is at WoW Isle. Okay, Ivan, we have another joke, maybe? I don't even know if it's a joke, it looks like a story. Well, that's what the other one looked like. Alright, so his family was watching Lord of the Rings a few wings back. A character says, muster the Rohirrim. Later on, I pointed out the Rohirrim have been mustered. My dad replied, except these slow ones, they gotta catch up. I don't think this is who I need to talk to.
Nope.
That is the type of shaman armor I want, though, for this character eventually. And why is the Lord of the Rings so long? Because no one ever stops walking. Mothkeeper. I almost want one of those, to be honest.
What? Oh, a moth?
Yeah. This character doesn't have enough silver, though. I have
enough silver.
I have 4 silver, 98 copper on this character.
I have 58 silver, 82 copper.
Nice.
I'm rich.
Kind of. So this is Fire Nova Totem. For anybody that doesn't know how it works, which could be a lot of people, it's a very exciting totem. It just blows up with fire for AoE damage. Costs a lot of mana, 95 mana, wow. That's like almost a quarter of my maximum mana. And then Searing Totem, this one just attacks enemies for a bit of fire damage, it's pretty good.
Dude. The frickin' Jewel Crafter dude is all the way over there in the Crystal Hall.
Oh, were you going to the Trader's Tier thinking it was there?
Yeah.
Oh
that
no.
makes sense.
It kind of does make sense, but also the Crystal Hall kind of makes sense as well. Oh, this Shaman, for some reason I thought our armor looked a little bit better. Still, armor like that but recolored to like purple or something would be neat for a Shaman. If only they had dyes in WoW. Alright, are we ready after this to go straight to WoW Isle though?
I mean, unless you want to do elixirs. Actually, yes, we are.
I think Elix are at WoW Isle anyway. Which, by the way, is that a quest in Burning Crusade? I just remember it being an annoying quest. Is it skippable?
I mean, we might as well turn it in.
I mean, are you familiar with the Elix quest in there? You have to like run it around Azuremyst Isle or something.
I have seen people riding a really fast Elic.
Okay, I don't know if that's what it is. I don't even remember that quest all that well, but I remember it being one I always wanted to skip the like 2 or 3 times I did the zone. But we've basically done a full clear of whatever zone this is, Azuremyst Isle. But if you are ready, I wouldn't mind starting WoW Isle and getting a little bit settled into there. I have to find my secret path again. I feel like I'm blind. There it is. I forget the ramp is transparent. You can see through it. It is not skippable and unlocks a lot of other quests on Bloodmist. Okay, so we have to do it. I don't remember even what that quest is. I just remember it being the skip quest for some reason, which might not be a good idea apparently. If it's not that bad of a quest, then that's all good. It'd probably be worth doing it just to retry it anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Bloodmist is like, because that is, of all the zones in Classic WoW, with the new additions of Burning Crusade, is probably one of the few that I have not quested in now. I've done Darkshore, Lochmodan, and Westfall, which would be the other level 10 zones. Oh, we have another joke. It's good to have these jokes. They fill the time while traveling. While traveling and jumping, you'll probably hear me. I'm guessing my mic is sensitive enough. Every time I jump, you'll probably hear my spacebar go clickety. Actually, I have a relatively quiet keyboard. Oh, it turns out my shortcut was a long cut. It took me out to the south and not the north like I was hoping. Oopsies. Oh well, that just means we get more scenery and hopefully more jokes from Ivan. Alright, so the next one up is, it was a long journey to Mordor. I'm glad you all made it. I tried to say that in a way where it sounded like, glad you all made it. Glad we all made it, both of those would work. Oh no. Ha. I just ninja'd a sword. Yeah, that Searing Totem is really strong. I'm starting to feel OP. You all might have heard my cat there meowing. Whenever that cat, the little one, Lexi, gets up from sleeping, she starts meowing. And then she just goes and eats like 3 bites of dry food. And then that's all she eats because she's super skinny. Apparently there's an exclamation right under me. From Digru. You only have one quest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Duggaroo.
Diggaroo is the donation wool reputation stuff.
That's what I want to do at Darness is not here. Alright, we got a long journey ahead of us, especially with the shortcut I took.
I thought there was a boat we had to take. I didn't know we had to walk all the way up there.
Yeah, boy. Well, I gotta walk. You think they're nice enough to give us a boat? They were nice enough to give us support back to Temper, but not a boat.
Yeah, I want one of these Alex now.
Yeah. It'd be fun to have a ghost Elec instead of a ghost wolf as a shaman, though. Okay, so we had...
in retail WoW, whenever they released the Zandalari trolls, no, that might, I think it's druids that can change into different things.
Oh, yeah.
They can.
I think some of the shamans, I feel like that's something they could really push, though. With all the stuff they're doing in retail WoW. I don't know if that's what people call it, but non-classic WoW. The boring WoW. Shadowlands WoW. Exactly, there's so many things you could call it. But yeah, it seems like that would, even with their, I hate to say this, but their shop thing, they could sell like a shaman skin pack.
Yeah.
That'd be better than making money on, I don't know, that's more of a Lotro thing. Of all the things in Lotro, I feel like if they decrease grindiness and less push that to the Lotro store, they can instead add more cosmetics, things like that, but that's just my thoughts. Okay, so we have a lot of jokes.
Game you need to try out?
What game? I have a guess. Oh, that's what I was guessing. I might eventually try it. But we have a lot of...
Bellular is playing it. A bunch of WoW streamers are playing it now.
Huh.
Asmongold was even talking about it, like all stream pretty much today.
There's an herb to the east and its earth root. I feel the need. It is calling me. Straight from the earth.
All of the wild. Oh, I see it. It's too far away.
As a shaman, I just can't ignore the earth. And also, whenever we're in lava zones, I won't be able to ignore the fire, though. That's going to be scary then. Nice. I just saved it from being burnt. Okay, so the Ivan jokes. We have a long list here. Have you ever heard of a Droll Troll? No, because it's an oxymoron. Then someone broke into my house and my door went from there. What? Hold up. That sounds so weird. Someone broke into my house. My door went from there to Gondor. My door went from there to Gondor. I get that it's Gondor, but I don't know to win there. Win from there.
No, he won't swap, but he said he's gonna give it a try. And yeah, he did fail against Gruul for, I think the actual time was like 7 hours.
Then next up, an elf walked into a bar, the hobbit laughed and walked under it. Oh no, that is cruel.
It pays to be short.
And then, where I covered the elf walking into a bar, I heard that if you go to an arcade in Middle Earth, all the machines take tokens. Probably true. Is it a big boat? Well, the helm's deep. Oh. I don't like that one just because helm's deep. No offense to the joke. It all has to do with Helm's Deep. So we went from the purple zone to the reddish pink zone, one that looks like Blood Mist instead of Azuremyst. It's actually thematic towards the name. How crazy. For a moment there, you looked like a hunter with a bear pet, to be honest. Here's the Elecs running wild. Actually, they're kind of running wildish. Not too wild, they're staying in their thin area. Okay, at the very least I want to get that done. And actually Maluthor, I am the same. Except I don't know, I kind of watch my streams. That's too much thinking. Oh, 15 minutes to do this? Uh-oh, where do we go? I honestly don't know where to go with this.
You're gotta go to Odysseus' Landing.
All the way down there?
We gotta warn
Ooh,
Tyche, Stopine, Exarch Menelaus, and then Admiral Odysseus.
Well, I'll follow you. I didn't realize as soon as I accepted that quest it'd give me the Elk and put me on the timer. I'll put the pressure on. This is actually fun though.
This is a Star Wars reference too. The Kessel Run is what made Han Solo's ship, the Millennium Falcon, very famous because it's the only ship that's ever successfully ran the Kessel Run. And he did it in like 12 minutes or 14 minutes or something.
Can you get knocked off the mount?
That would suck.
I don't think it'd be worth trying when we get almost all the way to the end.
Well, if it unlocks a lot of quests.
So do we go straight to Odysseus' Landing? Or I thought I heard something in between.
Go to Stopine.
Okay. Let's see, I gotta get caught up on chat. With not having as many viewers as my Lotro streams today, chat sure is active, which is a good thing. Okay, so do we get... No, we still have more Ivan jokes to get to. And then we can get to the WoW stuff. Oh, I actually got credit, sweet. I'm guessing the Exarch is in Azure Watch.
Yeah, and then we go down to Odysseus' Landing.
Okay, I gotta get a screenshot of myself on a mount. Actually, I should put you in the screenshot as well. I need a generic screenshot of your character doing something interesting. Either that or I gotta take a screenshot. Or we could stand next to each other in the Alex.
We can do that.
If we have time to spare. Okay. So I almost have a full page of chat to get to still. So the last Ivan joke in that set that I see, actually there's two more. Make sure that if you ever get Gollum's number, give him a ring or he won't be happy. That is probably true. And then by the way, I think the don't give them ideas was way back when I was talking about the Lotro store / WoW shop thing. Somebody just heal me?
I don't know.
Is this the Exarch? I was just going to guess that was him. And then the next one is, by the way, if you run into Sauron, he's wanted for first-degree murder. Which may be true. Anyway.
It's just making me want to play Lotro.
And then, yeah, I don't follow much about these WoW folk. There was one time I clicked on an Asmongold video, but I got really annoyed in like 10 seconds, so I just stopped. He's always popping up in my YouTube home recommendation, even though I don't actually watch any WoW videos. That's just always happening. So the quest is done, right?
I guess we have to run all the way back.
You want to get a screenshot?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we have to turn it in within. I just need us to stand next to each other. Hopefully this works. We might be too fat to even fit, but let's hope that's not the case. Okay, I need you to stop turning your head, please. Thank you. Thanks for the cooperation.
My pleasure.
Hopefully that'll fit in a thumbnail. It's going to be very weird looking if it does, though, I think.
Asmongold's own Twitch chat roasts him. And then they don't even like help him out because he reserves all the gear.
Yeah, the thing with Asmongold is I don't even know like his content, how good or bad it is, but he just annoyed me. I think because he was like yelling or something like that.
He always yells.
And I think that's why he annoyed me in such a short period.
When he rages, it's actually pretty funny because he like smacks his palms up against his head and shit.
Oh.
It's funny.
And the one that is always, like every time I open YouTube, it's always the why I live a peaceful life. And I think that's really funny because of what you're describing right now. Something like that. But for some reason, it's always that video that is on my home screen. And again, I don't watch WoW videos. I don't even make that many WoW videos, but that's what YouTube thinks I should be watching. Okay.
I usually see a bunch of bellular stuff, and it's annoying because I don't
Huh.
like that guy.
I think Bellular. Are his
Oh, yeah,
the
I don't-
thumbnails that look somewhat similar in style to something? I forget what.
I don't know. World of Warcraft? I'm pretty sure he uses somewhat of the same font style. But yeah, I don't ever talk in Asmongold's chat. I just watch. You can't even read his chat.
That's the thing with Twitch chat. That, from what I have seen, people just like to spam emojis and the such.
Not even that, like, people in Asmongold's chat, there's so many people talking at once
Oh,
and so much happening, because like he has like constantly like at least 40,000 viewers,
wow.
and with 40,000 people talking,
Uh-oh.
yeah, you can't read it. He
And
probably has it set to like slow down for him or something.
And with us two, plus Malithor and Mistweaver, us too many people talking, I haven't had to throw in some more jokes, it looks like.
Yeah.
We made it! 8 minutes to spare. That actually wasn't that long. It was under 7 minutes for that quest. Like, I don't know why I used to think it was a bad quest. Plus, we're on an Elk for another 9 minutes. Wow. We should take advantage of this and, like, go get our... Is there a flight path up there or something? Actually, no, there's no flight path on this.
Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yeah.
There's a flight path in Bloodmist Isle?
Dude, it's another Star Wars reference. His name is Lando. Ah.
So Mistweaver, you mod for a few smaller Electro streamers, which, by the way, I don't actually have any moderators that I know of. Not that my chat ever gets bad, but... Oh,
Aw.
really? Going the wrong way. My Alec will not go... Do we need to go here for questing anyway? Or do we have stuff back at the southeast there?
We have stuff back at the south.
Okay.
But, there's quests up here that we can grab.
Yeah, that's
And
probably
my path.
good. And probably a vendor to sell our junk to. Oh, my junk at least. My tongue is itchy, which is weird.
I am getting kind of tired and pretty hungry, so...
Okay, if you're ready to wrap up, that is fine. We've been going 2 hours, which is a good amount of time, I think.
Yeah, that's usually about what I would do whenever I was streaming. Any longer than that,
Yeah.
I'd start getting tired.
Yeah, for me, it used to be 2 hours was actually a long stream for me. And 1 hour would be my little shorter stream version. And then I started doing these really long streams sometimes, especially a lot of the Gondor Warden stuff. And then there were a couple of the very long streams, but yeah, it took some adjusting to get used to, and if we are ready to wrap up, that is good. But I mean, I feel like we're at a good breaking point anyway. Got lots of quests, lots of things done today. We did Azuremyst Isle, which was actually perfect. I didn't know how much of Azuremyst Isle we would do. I was just kind of winging it with the title of the stream, and it worked. Macquarie Mushroom Menagerie. That is a mouthful. Alright, we have to get in a few more jokes though before we completely wrap up. Surely there's no more Hobbit puns. No, there always will be more. Door. I hope I'm delivering these jokes in a good way. I just thought of that because of the really long pause there. But next up, we have, why did the elf turn his phone to silent? He was bored of the rings. Oh, I saw somebody with a two-handed hammer, but it's a paladin. Can we use two-handed hammers, though? Which would be a two-handed mace.
We have to go to Ironforge.
Iron Forge, then I might as well use a two-handed axe. Which there is a flight path. That is an actual thing. For some reason I thought neither of these islands had flight paths. I don't think Exardar does it?
Exodar does, yeah.
Exodar has one?
Yeah?
Wow.
Did you not get it?
Let's see. I did get it, but I did not know it had one. For some reason, I thought in Burning Crusade, this place was way off. Like, I thought we had to actually run all the way back to Exodar, but I guess they're a little bit nicer than I give them credit for. So yeah, it's actually not that bad being at Bloodwatch, because we can go to Exodar, we can take our boats, go get our two-handed axe training, buy a good axe off the auction house, and be all set for... I don't think we'll stay here till level 30, but be all set for Wind Fury.
You can do all the way to level 30 here?
I said I don't think we'll get to level 30. I don't know how many... There are tons of quests here, if I remember correctly, and with anything we can grind and the such, I feel like it should be plenty possible to get level 20. But level 30 would be stretching it. Everything would be gray by the mid-20s, I think. Mid to upper 20s. That is some armor these guys have. They're the triumvirate of the hand.
Pretty crazy.
It's basically muscle armor, it looks like. I don't know how else to describe it. Except the shoulder pads. But there's a warlock, a level 65 warlock here. Something about lunch. La boit. A lunch. I don't know if that's how you say that second word. Alright, so are we good to wrap up? Oh, we have to get through a couple more jokes. Okay, sadly turned away from my flight to a J.R.R. Tolkien convention where I was going to show my impressive Hobbit collection. Airline said I had too much Bilbo baggage. Nice. That actually works out because your Hobbit collection is Bilbo. And then the baggage. I need to sell. The greens I can probably disenchant if you have any extra greens, just for future reference. Greens that you... Apparently I should have equipped that chest piece a long time ago. But just, yeah, for future reference, if you do end up with future greens, I think I could disenchant them. I don't know that I can...
An enchanter?
My Bankal is an enchanter. Specifically for disenchanting. I don't know if I have a proper enchanter, to be honest.
I mean, my mage is an enchanter.
Did they have scrolls at this point? I don't think it was a feature yet. Scrolls to put your enchants on?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, so to catch up, last few jokes from Ivan. And yes, Mistweaver, I maybe agree with you. I feel like my community is really good, and I feel like I'm a small streamer. My videos is the main thing on my YouTube channel, so usually the streams are a lot smaller, and they also quite frequently get fewer live views than even if I did premieres or something like that. With the exception of the Update 30 stream, we had like over 50 people at one point, which was crazy for me during a single stream. But next up we have, who is Elrond's favorite rock star? Elvish Presley. And then Bilbo always had trouble with self-service checkouts in supermarkets. It keeps telling him there's an unexpected item in the Baggins area. Oh, I remember that being a thing. At my stores, they actually don't really do that. I guess they just trust you to not steal stuff. Either that or those little beeper things will just go off when you try to leave, I think. Not speaking from experience, but I think that's how it's supposed to work, at least. And then, oh, the cat took a long time, but she finally joined right at the end. The last joke we have, hopefully it's the best one yet. It is, why was Gandalf unhappy at work? He couldn't get the staff. That one actually works out pretty nicely. And it has to do with Gandalf and staves, so I actually do quite like that one. But, assuming we are done, I haven't heard from Dan in a while, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, assuming we are done, it is time to wrap up. As an update, I do plan to have a video tomorrow, and as a little recap of what we've done today, we finished Azuremyst Isle questing, which include our Shaman class quest, and we got our fire totems. I'm really excited to use all this fire stuff, so hopefully we can get back to this soon, but I don't expect to get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a work on videos day for me and my free time. And then I probably will spend Saturday getting to the update 30 questing, but maybe after that we'll look at our schedules in the future and perhaps have one of these coming up at some point. But I'm having a lot of fun with it and looking forward to questing in Bloodmist Isle and leveling up some more. And hopefully this little cat here is as well. But with that, as far as this stream goes, I hope you all enjoyed it as well, and I hope, Dan, you enjoyed it and had fun.
I had fun.
And if you all, the viewers, enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member like Ivan there to support the content. And thanks for joining and chatting and watching, everyone.